What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Big Al here, man, and we have another thing going on right now in Killeen area right now. We want to discuss a guy got shot. Um, he was a pastor. He had mental health problems, and he got shot by the police. And we want to talk about it today. I got my guests on here. Hey, y'all introduce yourselves for me.
I don't know, is
Jay
it on
in the
me or?
building.
Jay in the building. Jay in the building.
All right, Lamont's in the building.
What up, Lamont? What's going on? So before we get to the video, um, let's discuss. You guys saw the video right now, right?
Yeah, we definitely seen the video. At least I have.
Well,
I haven't seen.
you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't really been following anything.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I
so
seen articles here and there.
that's a good perspective.
I seen
So
articles here and there.
for
Right.
information that you heard only, since you ain't seen the video, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, my stance. I don't know. It's just another one. I don't know. I don't know all the details of everything. I know Lamont was telling me last time the other night
Right.
some
So
stuff that I didn't know. I didn't know that the cop came in and all that.
all right. Let's play the video so you can see it first, so the audience can see what we're talking about. You can share your screen and you can play the video.
Oh, who me?
Yeah.
Hold up.
All right, finally I got it on the
Sure, I
laptop.
thought you said you had it, man.
I like yours better.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Can y'all hear it?
Nah.
I ain't no sound to it.
I'm on my laptop now.
Hey, no go for me, man.
All right, man.
Ain't no sound.
I'll share mine on here, man.
Hey, Alan.
Yo.
You gotta allow my computer access to the chat.
What you doing, man? What you? Yeah, he got two screens on there now.
What the? Oh.
Yeah, this is justice for Patrick Warren, unarmed black man that got killed doing a mental check. Now, I'm going to show y'all another video too. There's another guy before this ever happened. There's a day after this happened. They have another guy that came to his house and actually took him to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that situation, what the other cops could have done better. And besides killing him, you know what I'm saying? And because the other cop, he was a cop as well and got him and took him to the hospital, stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that as well. But we're going to see this video here.
Situation too.
Right. That's what got chased.
Hey, Dad, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Hey. No, I told you don't use a gun. 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 I told you don't use a gun.
So when you saw that video, Jay, what do you think about what happened in that video and what the cops should have done better in that situation?
I think we're skipping past something because
Talk to me.
the thing that's happening now is like, okay, we're skipping right to the call to justice. So my first question is, when you see the video, I mean, what do you feel about the cops' action? You know, I want to skip to what can we do better. Let's identify where we believe the cop is at fault,
Right.
or was it a malicious attack? Was it racism? You know, was he not being impartial? Did he blatantly show disregard for another individual's life? Or, you know, what situation do you feel is similar to? Is it a Tamir Rice situation, a George Floyd? What, you know, that's what I want to know, how other people feel about it.
Well, just like textbook cop, you know, shit. I mean, say shit, but I mean, he tased him first. Initially I thought he shot him. I
Mhm.
thought he had shot him according to the headlines that I seen, the article and stuff. I didn't know he was tased and then got up. So I don't think the cop was wrong. Just my opinion.
I feel kind of the same way. Like,
I mean,
the kids sitting on the stoop, like, and I asked my dad the same questions. Like, before he saw the video, he was like, the cop should have never pulled his gun. Like, there was no reason for the cop to pull his gun. And then I showed him the video,
yeah.
you know, and it's like,
But
damn.
another thing is like, why send if he has mental problems? Why send a cop out there? Like,
Right. But so they trying to get
what the cop gonna do?
the last guy that's what showed the video of. He was a cop as well, and but he was not in his uniform and stuff, and they called him out there because I think he helps out with mental patients, I guess, you know what I'm saying. And he showed up and actually, you know, took him to the hospital, to Darnell, you know what I'm saying. So like that cop, I think this guy was,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, and it might have been like, I don't want no cops here, whatever. I don't know what the guy was going through. He said mental illness. He wasn't.
Oh, so this had a history. So this had a history of this happening.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's been called there before, from
Right.
what I believe I've read. This,
And I'm going to show that video in a minute, but like,
because I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna show that to you in a minute. But my thing on that, I think I think, you know, people are trained. The police officers are trained to shoot to kill. You know what I'm saying? They're not here to be, you know, out there to be like to restrain people like that. What he should have done, I think he should have, like, when he tased him, automatically restrain him when he was on the ground. He should never shot him, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But he had to protect himself too. If he came towards him and tried to charge him, when he get chased and he didn't go down, and you coming at him.
Bro, he went down and got back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. He could have reached for him, you know what I'm saying, or anything. You know what I'm saying? So he had to do something to protect himself. I would shot him in the leg or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know, because after that, the cops is on his way. You can hear the sirens in the background. The cops was on his way for backup.
I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, you can hear
running back. I didn't hear any sirens.
It was in the background. As soon as he shot, you can hear the sirens in the background. You know what I'm saying? So he already called for backup already. So they was coming.
Yeah, they was coming, but in my opinion, see, I try, the way I take myself away from it is like, I don't imagine as myself or a police officer, somebody equipped to handle that situation. Think of it as somebody more vulnerable. Somebody 4'11", 4'9", doing something benign, going to deliver food, going to deliver furniture, and the situation erupts like this. Who's this stranger in my house? Get out. Okay, I'm out of here. I leave. I mean, I think most people would run to help. Think if it's some little girl out there dropping off cookies and got told to get out. If a stranger, bystander, seen that or seen a guy acting so aggressively, don't you think some people would join in? Well, he would be the villain in that situation. It's a tragic situation, but you see that aggressive behavior without context to a person that doesn't look like a grown-ass man, who doesn't look like he can defend himself. I believe some opinions would change. I think people see a grown man with a bulletproof vest on, armed with a taser and a gun. He should be able to protect himself. He should have been able to get on the ground and subdue this dude. Ain't that what he's trained to do?
Right.
But like you said, sirens in the background, his backup was on the way. It only takes seconds to be shot.
Yeah.
He fired that gun 3 times within seconds.
Yeah, I was just saying in the background. I heard sirens in the background, but like I said before, he should have restrained him. As soon as he tased him and he fell to the ground, he should have restrained him. That's what they're just supposed to be doing.
Did you hear the taser though? The taser was still going as the dude's getting up. You can't jump on a dude you're tasing.
And I know he fell to the ground, and then we saw the footage that you saw last time we was talking about I think it was the camera footage that it dipped off. The camera changed a little bit, and it went to the camera footage again. And I saw him when he started to get up, but I didn't know if he hit all the way to the ground or whatever.
Yeah, he was all the way down. You hear when it's on the door, the Ring camera, you can hear him.
I can hear his voice.
Yeah, you can hear his voice. He's getting hit with that taser.
Right.
And then when it cuts the video camera and I think he loses a shoe, and his son is like, "Dad, sit down." You can hear the taser still going off. He muscled that shit off. He disregarded being hit with all that electricity.
Right.
And kept going.
I know of his son. I think his son was probably scared of him getting shot. You know what I'm saying? But I would have been out there, yo, cop, I'm here. Don't shoot my pops, man. I'm coming out to get him. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can say that after the fact, but you see what actually happened. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the best thing to do, and you stuck.
Right.
With no answers. That's 80% of the reaction of people. How many people just willingly jump in front of guns?
Right.
I don't want to jump out there and cause a cop to panic and shoot my dad, and I don't want to get shot. There's so many variables. All this after the fact is just emotion. The whole thing is emotional. It's all emotions reacting.
Yeah.
This guy don't bag me up. Damn it, I don't know what to do. I already tased him. I used my left lethal option.
Mm-hmm. Now when we talked about this too, about when he came out there. Now, personally, I ain't seen no weapon on him, but you was like, well, you don't know if he has one in his pocket, his waist, or whatever.
Exactly.
So even though he had his hands up, and the cop was like, let me see your hands.
But you saw in the video, his hands were up. They were to his side. They went down. They rolled around. They didn't stay like that, though.
All I saw was up, and then we
replay the video.
We can't see now after that because
replay the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Replay the video because I'm sure once you replay it, you'll see his hands go up, out, side to side, and they drop towards his waist like twice.
You can see it.
He was making a lot of motions. They didn't just stay in one place surrendering. He was obviously bothered, aggravated, and
Yeah, it was. I mean,
it's like don't believe me. I'm not an advocate for a police department or KPD because 9 times out of 10
me either.
they're more unhelpful than harassing, in my experience. I've only been like probably harassed one good time, but they're more unhelpful. It's just I don't want the thing that bothers me is they jump right to, oh, we're bringing Al Sharpton and all this, and we want justice. It's like this just seems more like a tragic situation than blatant disregard for human life due to personal bias.
Right. Now, I did see some video too. They out there protesting about the cop and everything like that.
Yeah,
We need
I think in this
justice or whatever.
situation it kind of takes away from actual hate crimes
Right.
because when I talk to my wife and whatnot, it's like, okay, say we actually get this guy fired, every cop's only gonna see, oh, if I'm doing my job, it doesn't matter. I'm not going in a black neighborhood. I'm not going to help the black family. Is all they got to say is I did something and then I'm fired. I'm out of the job. I can't feed my family. Fuck them. You know? This
Oh
it's
no.
already happening to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on video and like, why can't they see I was just trying to do my job? What do I have to do? Do I have to get shot?
Or you think, Alan? What you? So you think this was
You
a
think that dude
murder?
had hate in his heart?
What do you think?
Me personally, I think there'll be some more details that should have been done, but he had to protect himself. If he's coming to charge him, he had to shoot. He had to protect himself because you don't know where he's gonna try to reach his gun. Like we was talking about before, how people has his back turned, and all of a sudden he try to reach for his gun and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know what situations might happen in that type of situation.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a tragic story that this happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't want to make it seem like it's a black and white hate crime because I don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was trying to do his job. You know what I'm saying? He told him to back up. He tased him first. He didn't shoot first. He tased him first.
Yeah, that's saying a lot. You usually don't get that chance.
Right. You really don't get that chance. You know what I'm saying? Usually black men, they get shot. You know what I'm saying? But he got tased. And he got back up and went to the officer, man. I'm like, damn it. He got shot back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tragic thing that happened, bro. And I'm gonna play this video again so we can see some things he was talking about.
See, right here, he's inviting the home, goes in, his presence aggravated the dude, so he left. How many cops is not gonna be like, I'm here responding to a disturbance?
Arms
No, you're gonna do what I say.
Arms there.
Arms up, facing the officer, arms up, facing the officer, arms come down, arms come up, arms come forward, arms up, arms down.
I see him right there.
Hey,
He gets back up.
Sit down. Hey. No.
Man, this thing is super laggy.
I told you don't use a gun. I told you.
So like I saw something Now, was he? Here's my thing about when he was getting up. He was still like it looked like he was still like dazed, like didn't know what was going on. It seems like, but you really can't tell if he's going for the cop or not. He probably was, but you really can't. When he got up, it looked like he was finna. He was all balanced.
Yeah, he was all balanced,
You know
but
what
he
I'm saying?
get
So,
up and he's still walking, bro. Um,
yeah, he's still walking, but was he
yeah,
like?
but like forget that cop's a cop. Forget that's a grown man. It's now a adolescent girl. Put that in your mind. I mean, at what point would you get out to go help her with this dude? That's obviously aggravated and coming. Or do you think he's coming to do her harm acting like that, or he just want her to step off the property?
I like that background, by the way, bro. But yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
no, that's good. I like that. I need to borrow that from you, bro. No, man, it's just
It's
just
tragic.
it is, man, and I don't want nobody to die,
Exactly.
and especially that the guy had mental issues. Um, I don't know if he was in the military or not. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people in Killeen that has no mental issues that actually died too. You know what I'm saying? From police officers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I might bring that article up too. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that's in the military that has mental issues when they get out. And I don't know if he was. I know this guy was a pastor. But I don't know when his mental illness actually broke down with him. You know what I'm saying? So um, I think things should have been handled just a tad bit more differently, though. I don't. It is tragic, though.
Yeah, it could have been a better outcome. Like, what
Yeah,
if they rolled to the first question that comes to mind is like, why was the cop by himself? Why didn't they roll two
right.
officers, two patrol cars, anything resembling a possible domestic violence? Why did he go alone? I mean, but if he was dispatched alone, then that's what they were doing. I've seen cops out there by themselves before, so
Now,
there could have been a lot of
Yeah,
things that
there's a
changed the
shortage.
situation.
right
But does that qualify wrongdoing?
now, now, could the cop actually just got in his car and then waited for his backup to arrive? Because he didn't have to.
Okay, we got in his car, just like you said about turning. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I try to fire off when it's in my head.
That's that's cool. But I'm
But
just asking a question, like, would have been better if he would just wait in the car? You know what I'm saying? Instead of shooting him. I know he tased him first, but he would be like, yo, if he would have already left the house, I said, I'm gonna go in the car and just wait for my backup because it was on their way. Wait in my car. Then we have two more people because, like you said, he should have already had another person with him at those type of situations if it's a mental health person. You know what I'm saying? They should have at least two people because you never know. You might have to arrest them, get them on the ground, whatever. It's like tasing.
Yeah.
Two people would have, could have got them, saying together like that. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
I don't. Like I said, there should have been more issues, some more better solutions that could have happened in that scenario. To me, you know what I'm saying? He should have waited in the car until his backup come, or should have had two people with him or another person with him. You know what I'm saying? A partner with him or something like that. So this
no,
case situation like that might happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So
are you saying you should have waited like before he rang the doorbell, or is this after he rang the
oh,
doorbell?
after he left out the house because he was leaving.
Hey, yeah, he was leaving, and it wasn't soon after he kind of reached the driveway. This guy is outside. This guy is outside. He's visibly agitated. He's walking toward the officer. What and when was he supposed to be able to get in the car? And once you
Well,
get in the car, you immobilize trying to get in the car, stop it. You're sitting in one position at a position that you can be shot. You're not a moving target anymore.
now the video showed him he was by the driveway
He was exiting toward the driveway.
As he cuts off, and now he's at the other side where the ring on the ring video, he's at the left hand side. He was on the right.
Yeah, he exited toward the right.
Right.
And then the other dude comes out, and now he's walking backwards. And you can see him in the middle of the yard.
I don't see him walking back. The video got cut off. And then he was on the left hand side. And that's when the guy came out there. He was like, yo, where's your hands? Raise your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And that's when his ass got tased. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's like the cop complied with the guy's, request to get out. No problem. I'm gonna step out.
right.
I don't want to cause nobody no problem. I like asked earlier, how many cops would do that? Like I've been called to respond to a situation because Betts asked me a question that kind of fucked me up. Betts was like, if it's been reported he has mental issues, you're obviously calling the police because you need help. You can't contain the situation on your own. Betts was like, from the people I know in the police department, they wouldn't leave your family in a situation because you're a danger to yourself and someone else. So you can't just leave the family like that. You got to check him out, make sure he's okay. To kind of get him some help or get him under control, assess the situation. But he immediately backed off to try not to agitate the guy. That's what I'm assuming.
Right.
Where he was calling for backup to get there because they were already on the way after he got tased because sirens that quickly. So
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They was coming on their way.
I think when he stepped out, he made a call and requested some more support, but he backed off, gave them some space. I mean, at that point, he's being pursued.
Okay. What do you think about that, Jay?
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. The cop did what he was supposedly trained to do, whatever. He should have had someone with him, had a partner with him. But I can understand KPD, like, they have a shortage of officers.
Right.
So it's probably just skeleton crew or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why he was by himself. Because if he was having mental problems, why send out more? I mean, I don't know how much information they knew about the situation, but why would they send like a whole bunch of officers out there just to scare the, they might scare him or some shit,
But
So
at the
send
very
one
least,
officer out there, was it the same? He was a different officer. You said it was a different officer out there before that to take him to the hospital. That's what you said.
I'm gonna show this this clip here. And like I said, this is what it should have happened. They tried to call this guy before, and he didn't get no response from this guy. But I'm gonna show you this this clip right here, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think after this. Here, let me see here.
oh, what time is it?
I know.
Hey, 911 comes on tonight, bro.
Oh man, this is starting slow, man. What's going on with this thing?
That's that T maybe.
Today, new video was released in the Patrick Warren case. It was taken the day before Warren was shot and killed by a Killeen police officer. In it, a deputy trained to handle mental health episodes responds to the house after Warren's family called for help. And as 6 News reporter Andrew Moore shows us, there is a stark difference in the way two similar calls on two different days were handled.
Warren's family says a trained Bell County deputy came out the day before Warren was shot, was able to de-escalate the situation, and then get Warren some help. In these few brief seconds of Ring doorbell footage, you'll be able to see the differences between that trained deputy and the officer who would later shoot Warren. The Lee Merritt law firm provided this Ring doorbell video to 6 News. As you can see in the video, the trained deputy is relaxed, not in full uniform, and is not visibly carrying a gun. But he also put in the time. If you look at the time stamps, he made first contact with the family around 10:40, and he didn't leave with Warren until 11:53, more than an hour later. When Officer Contreras responded the next day, he was pacing outside the house, and he walked into the house and right back out in the same video clip, less than 30 seconds. Killeen PD hasn't responded to any of our questions about the incident or about their resources, and it's not clear if Contreras had any idea what situation he was walking into. Merritt law firm attorney Blair Elmazi says more departments need trained professionals that can handle these calls, and people are dying as a result.
It really is a crisis in America. Police officers shooting, people experiencing mental health crisis. Every police department looking to address that issue should have an office specifically dedicated to training and dispatching officers capable of handling those calls.
Elmazi told us Merritt's law firm is currently handling 12 similar cases. The family of Warren told us they had asked for that same deputy to come back out Sunday, but they could not get him.
See, first of all, like, I don't like the fact that when he said he was pacing outside, the family let him in. You know what I'm saying? When these news guys, they be trying to make the
he run.
They try to make it like
because he run the doorbell.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
he would just ring.
He run the doorbell, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
I don't know, baby.
He was like, yeah, can I come in? He was like, yeah, I can come in. So, of course, I don't believe that officer knew what he was getting himself into. The deputy does. That little deputy guy, he specialized in that stuff. So, like, I agree with that guy on there. They should have at least in the clean police officer stuff that handles those type of cases, because this is a military town and you're gonna have these type of problems, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to, you know, mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? So they should, you know, have those type of situations like that. What do y'all think?
Shit, that's asking a lot. From my perspective, I mean, they always been saying that forever. That cops need this, that training, this and that. It ain't never gonna happen. You know, it don't matter. It's part of a system that, you know. Doesn't need to be said.
You all right down there, bro? You all right, bro?
Shit, Jay about to get the FBI on us, man. But nah, I mean, I understand that. Yeah, if it's a luxury, yeah. If they could afford it or whatever, if we had the time, the people, and everything, yeah, that'd be the best case scenario. But
now, didn't he say?
I mean, really, if there was be a solution, just have cops that live in the area, man. People that know each other.
Yeah.
You know, you patrol your own neighborhood. You know,
well,
that's the only way you can fix that. That's not gonna happen.
That's what I'm gonna talk about that next, because like between our own neighborhoods, you know, cops do have a bad name. You know what I'm saying? So like, if we want, like, you know, Black people to control their own neighborhoods and stuff like that, you know, no one wants to be a cop because of their bad name. You know what I'm saying? You got I'm not a racist person, but you got a lot of white people out there that are cops. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see any Black cops out there, you know, patrolling their own neighborhood and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got these people in schools that have the military, the Navy, the Army, the Marines, but there's no cops in there to become a better police officer if you want to patrol your neighborhoods or, you know, become like that, because I think, you know, they have a bad name, bro. So I mean, like, how can we control our neighborhoods if they have a bad name?
I think You're also making the assumption that black cops are all good cops too.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if we try to control our own neighborhoods, like Jay was talking about, you know what I'm saying, what he said was never going to happen. But if we want to try to control our own neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, we have to put some more solutions out there or make the cops a better name, because they don't have a better, they got a shit name right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one trusts cops. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to patrol your neighborhoods, then try to be a cop, especially black folks. You know what I'm saying? Be a cop and patrol your own neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that might fix it, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's always crooked people everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, if you want to do that, and then another thing too, partner up, black and white. You know what I'm saying? You know, black and white cops, just partner up together. Don't have white on white cops. You know what I'm saying? Once you can put both of them together, black and white, maybe that might fix little issues too. You just never know.
All right, hold on, man. I gotta go fuck some people up real quick.
That's what's up, man. What do you think about that, Jay?
I mean, I was just saying cops that live in that area should patrol the area they live in. That's what I'm saying, whether they're black or white.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I mean, like you said, all the stuff that's going on now with cops and shit, you know, that's been going on forever.
Right.
No, that's just their history of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the America's biggest game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you think they should have a serious background check on cops? Because you never know, their background and their family tree might be KKK related. You know what I'm saying? And I think they should put that in consideration, because you just never know who you might hire. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of police officers are KKK people. You know what I'm saying? Not saying all of them are, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got a lot of them out there that are racist cops. You know what I'm saying? I think they have to have serious when hiring.
I don't think it'll be a change. I mean, I don't think doing all that will make a change. You know what I'm saying? It's already infiltrated by those white supremacist groups already. So,
right.
Whether you need credentials or whatever, all that shit can be. No, that ain't gonna mean shit.
Just look at what happens at the Capitol, man. People were being, oh, come on, guys, follow us, by uniformed police officers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying when you was away. Do you have to have a serious background check? And that goes back to their family tree, you know, to make sure these guys are not, you know, racist people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
you can't background check beliefs.
I'm not saying like beliefs, but like, I guess you probably can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out like, how can you like their background check if they family was considered KKK, whatever. We found out Trump's dad was a KKK member and stuff like that. So can you go back and check that out?
I mean, I think they do to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, weren't you telling me like
they know
there was a warden that had ties to was it the Klan or it was some other group? The Ku Klux Klan. She was a white supremacist something, but they couldn't. I don't know if it was a high-ranking officer in the prison. Yeah, what was her affiliation? Which gang? Do you remember? Yeah. So it was like a major or somebody with rank in the prison system my wife worked at. They found out she had affiliation with like a white supremacist group, like the Aryan Nation or some shit.
Wow.
And technically they couldn't fire her because they haven't caught her doing anything.
Right.
That's what she believed. Yeah, they from what Amber told them, they noted her tattoos and say, "Okay, see you on Tuesday."
Really? So they know her tattoos were showing as well?
Well, they're documented.
Wow.
So I mean, you got the Aryan Brotherhood watching over supposed black inmates as well.
Mm-hmm. But that would that could be considered like a what's the word I'm looking for, man? When you hire people, um, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Discrimination when hiring people, because it is a,
That's a good point.
yeah, because when you have hatred on your arm and you've shown it, that's probably considered a hate crime. Well, not a hate crime because you ain't caught doing it, but you were showing it. And I wouldn't want to hire nobody if you have that on there. Now, if you're not part of that situation no more, you're trying to cover it up. Whatever you got to do, then do it. But is that part of discrimination?
What is a hate crime? What is a hate crime? Have you ever seen anybody charged for doing something against black people?
Oh no.
Every time I hear hate charge. Yeah, so what is a hate charge?
What I always hear is that they're trying to convince people it's not a hate crime.
What is a hate charge?
Oh, this doesn't qualify to be a hate crime. I'm like,
right. So like, say for instance, like you call me, well they got this thing in California now. If you call somebody gay or something like that, you get arrested and fined or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? Like they got like people you call me a nigger, but usually when you do that stuff, people are not going to justify that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to justify it.
Like I said, what's a
hate crime? Now the job, yeah, they'll justify it.
I know who the hate crime is for. But I ain't gonna say it, but I know.
Bring out the truth. Bring out the truth. Speak your truth, brother. I don't know if y'all remember years back, man. It was like 2012, 2013 or something. That little boy that went to go play, and some fucking white kids strung his ass up. Like they were all playing, and they just decided to hang this motherfucker from a tree. And the goddamn whatever they hung him with broke, and he hauled ass to the house.
Wow.
Struggling to breathe, like shit, whelps all around his neck and all that.
Wow.
And
oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, they were talking about charging him with a hate crime, but the sheriff's deputy or whoever the fuck was out there was like, this is the first time these boys have ever done something wrong. We can't let the system railroad them and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? They strung a little boy from a fucking tree.
Right.
This is the motherfuckers you need to take out of society before they hurt anybody else.
Right. But see, like I was saying, that it doesn't involve us though. When we have a hate crime towards us, they get slapped on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how they does that. But we do.
But you know why? We're not citizens, man.
Right.
We've never been declared citizens.
We're not pretty much citizens in the Constitution. What
never been. Never changed.
Right. What's that in like the 13th or? I forgot what's in the article that was in the government.
It was brought up in the case and Dred Scott versus the United States or something like that. I think. Right. I could be wrong.
But I know it's in the Constitution somewhere. I forgot what article it was, but considered not citizens still. Even though
we're not. Yeah, nothing never changed. I mean.
Right.
That's like that stupid law they got where you can beat your wife from the courthouse steps still. You can hang a horse thief. Shit, there's so much shit still on the books, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, none of that stuff has changed though. It's still.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize these laws, these old laws, are still here. They ain't going nowhere. They create new ones. The owner's still there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Like this shit hits home for me because of the shit around the neighborhood has happened already to us. You know, we had a guy came back from Iraq and was going through something with him and his wife and shot himself like across the street from my house.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember you telling me that.
yeah, he lived and everything, but he was just in a dark place.
Right.
And then, you know, down the street, I know y'all remember when I told y'all my son and his friends from school walking back and went to go play with a gun instead of coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, turns out the guy, the officer, he's a Belton police officer. I'm sorry, Temple police officer. Would you like to be on the Zoom call, babe? Would you like to speak? No? Well, you sure? He's a he's a Temple police officer. Well, all my son and his friends saw was that guy's a cop, so let's bring the cop to the gun. In the midst of what was that shooting that just happened? And like just being out there,
I think that
bow.
was
Mm.
Trayvon, was it?
No, it was after Trayvon. But you know, they're all pretty much the same. It's like kid, gun, black or brown. That's a scary situation.
Oh, you're talking about that one guy, the one kid that was in the park, and it was an orange gun, a toy gun he had, and they killed him.
Yeah.
It was a little
So
toy orange gun.
and it's frightening when, you know, I go see my son and there's this white guy walking with him and he's holding the fucking what looked like a Beretta 9mm like this and shit. And he's got 3 little black kids. I'm like, the fuck?
Mm.
Y'all are 20 minutes late getting to the house from school. What the fuck?
Right.
And I'm like, that's fucking heart stopping, frightening.
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward a couple years later, this said individual, I don't know if he's off the job now because he shot a black kid in Temple on duty. I don't know the details of the case or anything, or you know, was it justified warranty what the kid was doing? I just know that like this shit is at my doorstep. You know, everybody talks about the talks you have to have with your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I've been face to face with the situation. Thank God it was a pellet pistol instead of the real thing, but it was found on their walk from school.
Wow.
I mean, even that 177 pellet would have fucking hurt one of them kids, but
Right.
I wasn't ready to deal with that. Why? What was he, 8? I think he's either 7 or 8 when that shit happened. I'm like, the fuck?
Wow.
And then the guy they went to go for help has now got a case against him for killing some kid.
That's crazy, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. And it's my wife got held up over donuts. They tried to rob her for donuts, bro.
Man. So we probably already talked about this already about, you know, but what we probably bring it up again, like what can they do for like people that has these mental health issues? And we probably already talked about it again, but I want to bring it up again. I don't know if we got some answers for it or not.
I don't think there's a quick fix for it, man. You can put a bunch of procedures in place, make them go 2 to 2, 4 to 4, specializes. It's just like one of my neighbors is also struggling like with the shit he went through in Afghanistan. He saw a guy step on IED and turn to mist.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, without drinking, you never know something's wrong with him. He's a normal guy, dedicated to his family, does his job, come home, real polite. But a switch happened, bro. I'm telling you, like on, off. You know, he just started acting at first just like a normal, immature soldier. You know, we took a picture, he's throwing up the birds and whatnot. And then it just went down from there. It went into like a depression. And I was worried for his family. Like, but his wife seemed like, okay, it's happened before. She felt comfortable enough to leave the kids there and go to Whataburger. And I'm sitting there like, I didn't feel I could like go home. Right, because I didn't want him to be out of his mind and overpower her. I basically waited till he was finna pass out. But before I left, she was talking about hiding the gun.
Hmm.
But you know,
Hmm.
I felt helpless in that situation. I want to help people,
Right.
but what can I do? I I couldn't do nothing but stay there and be a patient drinking buddy. You know,
Yeah,
It's-
Yeah.
I'm a military kid, so I don't know the outcomes like when like does like the VA or you know people like that. Do they have people that come out to your house that has mental issues? Do you have to actually go up there, or do they have people that come to your house that can help you out with that?
bro, a lot of the problem is there is no one. There
Hmm.
is no money, and what the VA is so backlogged with all sorts of. You hear the guys at work, the fighting they have to go through. I've got to build your case, all this shit in the file, and they didn't raise your percentage for this. They didn't see that. No, you got to go see this one. You got to get this special letter.
Mhm.
You heard? I don't know if you heard. Didn't they get sued? Like the Veteran Affairs,
Ah,
they got like sued or something. Something caused them to revamp all their shit because I think somebody was stealing something somewhere or something. It's just not set up good.
Hmm.
right. You got a lot of people out in the streets too that are veterans that have mental issues as well. They out
Yeah.
homeless. You never know what they can possibly do to another citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like they need help. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They need mad help, and it seems like and this is what I see as they come back home and they get no help. They fight for this
Yeah.
country and they get no help, and it's like why? You know what I'm
Or
saying?
they get no help that's helpful. I mean, you
Right,
can't just
right,
pump everybody with drugs, you know,
right.
or take these pills and work it out.
Hmm.
Like even the pills they gave me for back pain, like I don't even take them. They don't do that too much.
Right.
Imagine people that don't respond to that psychiatrically, you know.
You know, I keep looking at your screen over here instead of looking straight ahead. I keep going back over here, and I'm
so
like,
so so were y'all so would y'all compare the psyche of the black man, his mindset of a soldier, you always hear about soldiers going overseas and they come back and they have problems, mental problems, you know. Being a black man in America, we have just as much problems. You see so much images of ourselves dying, getting killed all the time right here, you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's
Yeah.
that's a lot of mental, you know.
Well, it's been a lot of mental since day one. You know what I'm saying? Like especially they put these they brought these projects and ghettos up. You know what I'm saying, and put us in those, and then they put guns and drugs in them. You know what I'm saying, and no education, no no nothing in the communities so for we can survive off of. You know what I'm saying? That just made your mind all jacked up because now you got to rob and kill and shoot and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get what the mental problem with that comes because you got a lot of people that's right now in the hood that's jacked up. Their mind is gone. Their mind is just gone, bro. And possibly because all the drugs they've been taking, they shouldn't be taking no drugs when they was little kids. And so they put in the
Yeah.
waters as well too. They put stuff in waters too. I don't drink tap water, man. That stuff's crazy. You never know what they put in the water and stuff, man. Flint, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They put chemicals in there, man. So you just never know, man. They put these pills, these shots to kids, and they act wild now, man. Like especially in the poor neighborhoods, man. So, you know, you are right, man. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, problems here in America too as a black man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, PTSD ain't exclusive to being overseas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a perfect example. Have y'all ever rode or driven Rick Gonzalez around somewhere?
Probably one time.
No.
You ever notice he's always tripping about,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he get real tight up in his sleep? He's tripping about how fast you're driving.
Right.
Right.
In that red truck.
Yeah. Being on this shift, I drove him around a lot to go sit in, and he'd always clench up and get real tight and tell me to slow down. So one day I asked him, dude, what is up, bro? What happened to you? He's got PTSD because he's been in a couple rollover fucking accidents.
Mm.
Like flipped so many times, lost consciousness, and thanking God I'm alive type shit. So he doesn't have a veterans affair to deal with his PTSD. He just had to pick up and keep fucking going.
Right.
So
Right.
You know, and that's cool you brought that up, man, because like now I got in 2 car accidents. One in Virginia. I was going across the medium, didn't see a car. Wow, hit me. So now if I see a medium, I try to avoid it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go that path no more because I don't want to get hit again. Or when I got hit out there on 116, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Car up, you know what I'm saying?
So,
Like
yeah.
I don't go that way no
So you
more.
try to avoid it.
I
Yeah.
avoid
So you
it.
try to avoid it. So
I do not go that way no more. I don't go that way at all.
so so how you
Hey,
think
man,
the sister
you
feels
sit
when
down
she
now,
go to
man.
work? You know, she go to work. She don't want no problems. And you know,
Oh, I didn't know.
here
Man.
comes, you know, the Karen or whoever. You know what I'm saying, with the racist shit. You know.
You talking about sisters?
I'm just saying, you know, just living, just being black in the system. You know?
Right. Oh, the system. Yeah, I got you. I thought you said sisters. I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah,
No, I mean,
I was just making an example, like
me
a
an
sister
example,
going to
Jay.
work. You know.
well, Jay, he wanted an example. Like, give us an example on that.
Shit. I ain't got nothing right now.
There's 911 and 911 Lone Star.
You know what I'm saying, but they can't give us an example. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Come on, bro.
You know, it's fucked up to say. I mean, in my beliefs, I don't believe I'm harassed too often or dealt with a whole lot of racism. Like it is 2021. Some of this shit's died down. So you go to a spot that's got a lot of racist people in one spot, it's usually pretty blatant that you ain't welcome here. You know, but before Trump, they weren't all like Trump's in office now. You didn't see all the barbecue Karens calling the police. That was definitely a game changer when he got in office, in my opinion. You've seen a trend of freedom they felt.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's what they were trying to storm the Capitol for. They didn't want to go back in the closet.
You think so?
I think
There
so.
were a lot of racist people when Obama was. Obama got president.
They were. They ain't never went nowhere. Trust me. But they felt a little bit better about saying Trump is in office now. You remember this shit they had with the Airbnb? Huh. Trump. I don't serve Asians. Yeah. I've had a cop come. My neighbor across the street was a little ditzy. So, you know, she's a little helpless. Her husband is not home. I think somebody shot my fence. I was like, who just shoots a fence for nothing? But anyway, the police responded, and I was on the driveway washing the car. I watched these cops walk around. They're looking at something. It looked like they were wasting their time. So I got their attention and took a step toward it and was going to explain, yeah, I don't think there's any substance to her call, you guys. But as soon as I say, hey, officer, and I'm still in my yard at the edge of the grass, and the guy shines a fucking light in my face, tells me to stop, and puts his hand on his pistol. If I wanted to do something to you, I wouldn't alert you to my president. I damn sure wouldn't by myself run up on two of y'all thinking I'm going to harm you in some fucking manner.
Right.
But I've had that happen to me once. And you remember Dean in his fucking Cadillac, especially being down around Rancier. He don't got profiled a couple times.
Oh yeah.
What's a half and half like you doing in a car like this down here? I know you're buying drugs, boy.
Uh, wow.
It does. It
Yeah.
comes on today.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. We talked about a lot of stuff, man. This is good. You know what I'm saying? We got a little off track, but we good.
Yeah.
We
You
got
can
a little
always edit it. You can always edit it up, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Fox, man. Ain't it Fox?
So we ain't gonna discuss anything else. You're just gonna cut it off there.
Well,
Well, what else? Okay. So what else you want to talk about? The incident that happened with the guy. That's that who we
Is
supposed to
anything?
was
I
that?
mean, I'm trying to remember what else
We can close the
that's
state.
brought up to my attention.
But close the
I'm
state.
just saying we can. Okay. I ain't got nothing else to say. Shit.
The two things that Betsy brought up to me is like when I was talking, it was like, what do you want the cop to do? Like, at one point, is it okay for him to defend himself? And he brought up another point that's like, okay, I can see your point of view. You like the attack on the Capitol, you see rows of police officers
Right.
being attacked with this dude had an axe, like a fire axe, swinging it at that plastic, shield they had, like getting it. He was winded by the time it was done. And he was like, those cops in front of thousands of people showed hella restraint. Very few of those people were hurt in an attack. Shit was on fire. They had a noose and gallows. How were they able to keep composure, but they can't keep composure against one black man? And I'm left there with no answers because I'm like, damn, you do have a valid point, but what do you do?
Wow. What do you do? Because I seen cops versus cops at the Capitol.
We gotta look at it from their perspective though. When the cops are at the Capitol and they see the people coming to the Capitol, they see it as, oh, these people are here fighting for their freedom. They have a right to say this and that. They look at it as their fellow brothers, their fam, They don't
When
look
they're
at
swinging
niggas
an
like
axe
that.
at you,
They
though?
see a nigga like, okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, they still, they look at it like that. They do.
Damn.
It don't. I mean, that's just.
If me,
How white folks when they win a championship, they do shit like that. They just destroy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Tipping cars over, doing the same shit. Like,
right.
I feel you.
They just see it as, okay, these people are just passionate about what they believe in. They see it as their fellow people, They don't look at brothers like that. They see us as a threat, so they're gonna shoot us. I mean, plain and simple.
Okay, so do you think that well, yeah, that cop probably thought that guy was a threat because he came at him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but you're putting in perspective like they see us as a threat, but we done nothing to them, but they see us as a threat. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying
that's the
obvious
foundation.
difference.
That's the foundation of racism. That's the foundation of racism.
Right. So like
genetic fear, fear of a genetic annihilation, whatever.
Mm-hmm. So do you think this cop, the shooting was? You think it was a right thing to do or wrong?
That's the question, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was right.
I don't know.
For killing them back. I mean,
Don't call the cops. You know, we shouldn't be called. You know, black folks shouldn't be calling the cops. Period. Don't be calling the cops for nothing. Like for real, all top.
But you saw that deputy though. You saw that deputy came on there. He stayed an hour.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
matter. Don't call the cops for shit.
And took him to the so like.
Cause they didn't be.
Oh.
Shit happened.
Huh?
Hold up. It's skipping.
Yeah, barely.
Oh, is this? Does this?
My thing is like.
Hey, yeah, you still with us though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
here.
still there.
I hear you. Oh,
Yeah, my screen froze right now, man. But yeah, I'll let it stay like that till I get fixed.
Yeah.
It's all skipping.
Alan, Amber's talking shit. She's
So what?
Yeah, we need to do something that what?
Rules of engagement. You know, they hold the armed forces to that over fucking rules of engagement. You can't fire unless fired upon. You know, you shoot before somebody shoots you or shoots at you. You go on 11 work, bro. You got to face charges for that.
Right.
And do you think that would be, you know, you can't use lethal force? Not just do you think they should make cops do that? Would you be a cop under those conditions?
Fuck the cops. Don't call the cops. Leave the cops alone. My bad. My bad.
It's like, fuck the police.
My bad. I know we can't air that. We gotta chop that out. Shouldn't have called the cops, man. Like, what was he doing? Like, what was he like attacking family members? Was he?
I don't know. All we know is that the family called the police.
Or was he just talking shit? Like, what? He was a pastor. Like, what? There's nobody in the damn congregation that can control pastor or whatever, you know.
But see, I don't know if he actually lost his church or whatever. They said he was a pastor.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. And
Oh, he wasn't current.
Yeah, he had mental problems, so I'm sure he's not gonna be in the pulpit preaching. I just don't. If he had a mental illness like that, I don't know. But like, I know the other guy.
Shit, preachers don't have mental illness. Shit. What the?
I don't know.
I mean, shit.
When the guy was taken to the hospital, I think they said something about veterans. So he might have been a veteran too. I don't know. But yeah, this is a sad thing that happened to a man, and
Yeah.
Video's getting choppy here.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. Man.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Right.
Patrick Warren, RIP to him, man, and my condolences out to his family. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope situations like that get a lot better. You know what I'm saying, for cops and all.
I think it's a bad deal all the way around. I hope everybody comes together and realize, what they find a solution to come together instead of like, I need to blame someone.
Right.
We ain't gonna get away with that.
Right.
Because, it's just gonna go the same way. Or I'm gonna try to sue the department civilly. Either they win or lose, you still lose. Or the culture still lose. The problem still exists. It only gets worse.
Right.
So you think something gonna happen to the cop? They're gonna get charged or something?
In a situation where
they're gonna do
it looks like he was doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, the vindictive side of me thinks like they're gonna fire this guy just to show police officers that they're not gonna be treated correctly in the line of duty just because a black person is the one that gets shot. And it's just further enforces the blue flu bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I think is gonna stem from this.
I definitely want to see the body cam from the cops and see his perspective on that. because we didn't see the body cam.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So that part
yeah.
of that, you know, I don't think they're gonna release it just yet. They probably still doing investigations on there, but like, I would love to see the body footage of that and see what he could have did wrong and what he should have done and what he should have not done. You know, could have, should have, would have.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to see that, man. My screen still froze, but as long as y'all can hear me, man, I'm good. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up, man. I know y'all gotta get some rest for work tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it was good,
I'm gonna
man.
show you this other video, man. Maybe we talk about it next time.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, bro. You get on that, Jay. You gonna talk? Well, I don't know what video was that.
Yeah, I've seen it's that video. It happened in Dallas. Like I think it was around the same time that woman shot the guy in his own apartment.
Uh-huh.
There was an incident in I think Dallas Fort Worth where a black mom calls the police because some white guy doing yard work snatched up her child over supposed littering. And she
Oh
called the
yeah. I
police. It's
see.
like this guy assaulted my kid. Like
Yeah. I see.
Wow.
arrest him, give him a ticket or something. And the officer just turned and was like, the fuck's your problem? And he's like, this guy put his hands on my kid. And the cop's response was like, why don't you teach your son not to litter? Like, the fuck? And he goes on to arrest like 4 or 5 black people there instead of the one white guy who assaulted a minor.
Wow.
So,
I think I've seen that. That's an old one, wasn't it? Or what this just happened?
no, it's around the same time that the guy got shot in his own apartment in Dallas,
Yeah, I think I've
I
seen it.
believe.
I think I've seen that one. We can talk about it. I think we've seen that one. I think I saw that one. So, yeah. We can talk about it. Not a problem, bro. Yeah, man. We gonna sign off, man. You can't see me, man. My screen froze up, man. I don't know what's going on with that, man. But y'all stay blessed, man, and peace out to y'all, man.
All right, I'll let y'all next time, man.
All right.
All right.
All right, Jay. Peace.
Peace. Yep.